Music? Check. Introducing my plan, the first and only unlimited plan to give you exactly what you want, so you only pay for what you need. Act now and get iPhone 14 Pro Max on us when you switch. It's your Verizon.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems.
Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We have a verified alarm.
So you have a home.
Yeah, no worries.
Brought to you by ADT. These suits are here to make sure that anything I say is legally indisputable. Like, we got more spaces than space.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck, holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a fuck about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, him be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we pull the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way stomping them.
We shall see.
You see the stairs?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh
Wow.
my. Wow.
Fire
Wow.
department's gonna get sick of coming to your house.
Big black J's, corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more.
Wow. This will be good.
The Super Bowl? You betcha.
No.
Because it's Super Bowl 8.
Moving to spring. We'll actually interact with more people
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
So, which seems wholly counterintuitive.
Seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, now turn it up.
Is that a salad bowl?
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the New York Jets taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. the first Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Fitzgerald, and he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Troy Anderson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Collins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And, Charles, everybody here this week talking about the quest for the 7th Super Bowl title for this head coach, one that would put him in the top spot in the modern era.
And you have to think that the way the league is constructed, Brandon, parity rules, right? So let's face it, my math is rudimentary, but you would think that the average team would win 1 Super Bowl every 32 years, right? And here he is trying to win his 7th. It absolutely boggles the mind and confounds the rest of the league.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Collins completes it again to Dobbs. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Collins. It's Floyd on the right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a play by Dodson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fitzgerald. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Fitzgerald, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Collins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Counter play with Jacobs across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Collins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Second and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he bowls over him. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Collins. He's got to hook up to Floyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Collins. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Fitzgerald. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Fitzgerald, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Three more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. It's a 3-point game here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. This offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action, Collins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Now Collins on first down, buying time to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Fights him off. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits 1 behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now back to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Collins. This is caught. It's Floyd. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Dances by him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
62 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Collins. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive 7 plays in length and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Hey, here's Collins. Throwing to start the drive. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Collins to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off play action. Collins. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. They'll run on first down. It's Fitzgerald, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Collins now throwing to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collins. He's got Floyd out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there in the line. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Collins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Collins forced out, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Collins. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Collins on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Collins looking to throw on second down. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Collins throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Collins. Steps away to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collins. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions use the short field to get in for 6. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Fitzgerald. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here.
And he finds McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Fitzgerald. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, it's Fitzgerald. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 2nd down now, it's Fitzgerald. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 19-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Fitzgerald, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fitzgerald, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just going to say
out of here? Yeah,
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the 2nd half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Fitzgerald, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively XKey was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Once again, it's Jacobs on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, we
talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds Fitzgerald. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Oh, it felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A gigantic sack on third and goal, a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
176 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Going on the ground with Jacobs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Running it with Jacobs.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yes, and thank you. The 30s.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the girls, the guys.
Yeah. So we scored 190 and gave up 19.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow.
Oh, how the hell is this guy?
I've been watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to touch me for the throne.
I took it back just now.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Great white shirt. It's a reasonable. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit.
7 of the top 10.
Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I'm whipping in track, I was left up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up the scoring them boys.
Wow, Brad.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on the dance. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You youngin' should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. It's visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
They
in the game.
screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, 5 ain't had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Ram. My dog just call safe in a touchdown. When I call up, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is win, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's in his space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get me straight. All my anger is a bang. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I quit the game. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Brand new in the, you know I stay with some TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champion, you never defended. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got me on the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SWE, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Soon I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down.